Hello, great viewers. I would want you to listen to this great interview. You will find out in this interview what Maznan Kanu told us years back. He said that whenever they want to talk about Biafra in the Chartered House, that the likes of Britain, France, US, other delegates from other countries will just walk out on them. They don't want us to talk about Biafra. They don't want Africa to be free. They knew too well that the freedom of Africa will affect other Africans, just like what's happening in Burkina Faso today, Mali, and the likes of Niger. They did not come here to colonize Africa. Rather, they came to milk the living day life out of Africa. And the last time I checked, Russia did not partake in this evil. And that's why they are running to them. Just listen to the interview. Thanks for watching.
But look at Hungary, look at Slovakia, look at these other guys. They don't own any colony anywhere. But the guys who are rattled and unsettled by the whole war, that want to really go to war, want Ukraine to keep Russia busy on the battlefield, are the colonials, the holders of colonial territories in Africa. You know why? Because if peace comes between Russia and Ukraine, Russia will have so much peace that their military will not be sent to go to any war, and more than half of that military will be sent to parts of Africa to help secure potential revolutionaries that are coming. The best way to distract Russia is to keep them busy at the battlefront, to weaken their military. When you hear them say that, you don't know why they're saying that. They're saying it because of Africa. We are telling you that France does not have a drop of gold in their soil, and they have the fourth largest. Do you understand what that means? The reserve, fourth largest in the world. You see nations in Europe that don't have anything, but you go and see how much they have. It's beyond, it boggles the mind. But the nations that produce and milk, they have nothing. Can you believe that? It's just recently that Russia partnered with Mali to build a gold refinery in Mali. Can you imagine, Garland? The home of gold in Africa is just getting a gold refinery. Ibrahim Traore just recently also began to push for that, and they're now looking for nuclear. You can imagine people who own uranium don't have any nuclear powered plant. There's no light, nothing. But they are sending the uranium to Europe where they use it to generate power, generate electricity. But they sleep in darkness every single day of their lives. The seventh largest uranium producer in the world has no light, no electricity. No. For how long will this injustice go on? So Russia has now been pushed to the wall, and the only way they are fighting back is by helping Africa to break loose from the colonial enslavement, which is a way to... Let me tell you, if you kill 10,000 French soldiers, say for instance, they send 10,000 French soldiers to Ukraine and the Russians kill them. If you destroy all the armaments on the battlefield, it is not anywhere close to taking one nation in Africa away from France. So what Russia is doing is collateral, eternal damage. And what they're doing is not just helping Africa to break loose, they are also helping to consolidate the gains, the victories that they have got. That's why you look at what is happening. The moment these nations are broken away from France, immediately they move at lightning speed. Oh, get your soldiers out of here. IMF, get out. World Bank, get out. Your radio stations, get out. You don't want anybody propagandizing our people. You get out, you get out, get out, get out. And then immediately they consolidate. And once they consolidate, now it becomes permanent. This is what has happened in these countries. And the blueprint, Russia is the only world power that is able and willing to release the blueprint for decolonization to Africans. They have different parts, but we have only one that works for us, which is forceful military takeover. Russia is the only one that has the blueprint. If not, how could they have helped with Mali, with Burkina Faso, and with Niger? And all of them are successful, standing today. And they are making sure that nothing happens to those guys that are in power. So the greatest mistake of colonial Europe was encroaching into the borders of Russia, was pushing for war with Russia in Ukraine, trying to promise Ukraine NATO membership. Really? That shares a common border with Russia? Are you kidding me? Really? Really? And so Russia says, okay, fine, we can play this game. And seeing the sentiment in Africa, Russia doesn't have to do too much. Just give us a head start and leave the rest for us. Africans are ready. And that's what is going to happen very soon.
Well, thank you very much. I certainly, appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. And hopefully, I will contact you again next week. I'm hoping if you have time, you can come on, stay in touch and regularly update us. I think it's very important that we continue these discussions. I think it's very important that the people in the United States and the people all over, believe it or not, I found out the views that I get, which I guess I average about 20,000 views a day, right? But the views that I get, #1 city in the world, London. Isn't that interesting? London, #1 city in the world. And here I am sitting here and so the world is changing. I think #2 is New York City. So the world is changing. These are the people that used to watch CNN and MSNBC and BBC. And now they're watching Melbourne, Australia, Los Angeles, California. These are the people that used to watch the local news. And now they're watching us. And they're hearing what they would have never heard. See, to me, that's something else, too. The people are hearing what they would have never heard before. During the U.S., the weapons of mass destruction, if there had been the ability of people from Baghdad in Iraq to come on these YouTube shows and say, we are here and we don't want, and they're saying they're coming to save us from Saddam Hussein. We don't want the West to come. If the people in America had been able to see the people of Baghdad then come on and tell the truth, the United States wouldn't have been able to do the things they've done. The difference is now that people can see Joseph Okechukwu, and they can see the people come on and say, nope, time out. Not this time. Not for us. We're standing up for ourselves. And I think we're making a difference. I feel like not me, but we in the alternative media sphere are making a difference.
Yeah.
So, and I really appreciate, as an example, I saw you on George Galloway and I said, that guy right there. The people on my channel, not, oh, he has to come on my channel. It was the people on my channel has to hear what he has to say because they need to hear what Africa has to say. They need to hear what you have to say because what are we going to turn on and some old, Michael Langley Obama type is going to come on in America. And because they have a black face, the leadership of the United States will put them on so that they can convince the black people in America, well, everything's fine. Just go along, be patriotic, go along with your government. But I saw you on Galloway and I said, that guy, we need to hear his voice. So I really appreciate it. Where can people find you online and follow you online?
Okay, so I'm most active on X at JC Okechukwu. And on YouTube, my name is just Joseph Okechukwu. On YouTube, you can find me there. And of course, on Instagram, where I am the least active, it's because I lost one of my accounts because of my explosive nature and the kind of things I will do. Of course, you can relate to that. So it's the new account is REEL Joseph Okechukwu, real Joseph Okechukwu, REEL Joseph Okechukwu on Instagram. And then TikTok is at Kingest Joe. I have a bunch of stuff also. I'm also very active on TikTok at Kingest, KINGESTJOE, at Kingest Joe on TikTok.
All right. Well, if everyone follows you on X, they can find links to your other stuff also,
links,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, so follow Joseph Okechukwu on X and keep up with him. And we certainly appreciate it and hope to get you back on the channel soon.
Thank you, man.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
going to tell everybody out there who's watching, all 641 who are watching right now, please share this on all your social media platforms. Share it everywhere. We need to get at least 30,000 views for this video, and you can be a part of it. Thank you very much, everyone. Follow me on Rockfin. Follow me on Rumble, on Telegram, and all of that stuff. But most importantly, share this on all your social media platforms. Share it with everyone you know. Thank you.